Hello, Instagram. Hello, YouTube. How are we going? This YouTube camera is very, very close. I think I need to turn down the brightness as well. How are we going? We're going to be speaking about self-sabotage. Oh my God. What a difference a ring light makes. We're going to be speaking about self-sabotage, why we do it, what's happening. This has been inspired by something that I'm going to be bringing onto my stories, but I got the best message today from a past client who enrolled into one of my, if you've been with me for a while, you would know that my signature program was the Femme Club for a long, long time. And it really helps you overcome your self-sabotaging behaviors, eliminating those destructive behaviors to create a clear direction in your life to tap into your purpose. And she enrolled just over 18 months ago, and she messaged me today, and I'm going to share it later on my story. So look out for that. But she messaged me and she said, I have still been going through it. It is like a Bible for me. And the Femme Club program, I do not run it live anymore, but I will be, because of this message, I will be giving it to the public to be able to purchase as a self-paced program. But I want to speak about self-sabotage in this live. So if you have any questions as you're watching this, either from YouTube or Instagram, if I keep switching cameras, that's why. If you have any questions on self-sabotage, on whatever comes up to your mind around these habits that keep you further away from where you want to be, please put them in the comments so we can answer them. But this this DM that I got really, really inspired me to speak about this and where the basis of my work, a lot of my work in the first couple of years in this business was around confidence, was around self-sabotaging, which has allowed me to craft my methodology around woman mastery. And the Femme Club, I'm smiling so big because honestly, it was the foundation. When you build a house and you need the foundation laying, that, like, the Femme Club really was that for my business, to create my concepts, to be able to create my frameworks. And I think that, there's a lot of things on the internet that's like visualize or meditate or journal your way to success and the money you want and the relationships. Those are great. And I say that as someone, I do visualization meditations 2 to 4 times a day, right? They're not long, but I'm just saying that as someone that does this. But when you have concepts and frameworks to actually work through and understand your psyche, why you were doing what you're doing, and this is what we're going to be talking about when it comes to self-sabotage in this live, then you develop a relationship with yourself. And everything I do is about developing the relationship with yourself. Mastering yourself as a woman is building that self-trust, because if you don't have self-trust, you will never back yourself. If you cannot back yourself, then what do you have? And so, yeah, that DM that I got, and I'll be sharing it on my stories, really, really inspired me. And by the way, I am, just between you and I'm going to be opening up the Femme Club as a self-paced program. So it will not be one that I ever run live again. But what I will say is, to this week, I still give my private clients and my mastermind clients videos to go and watch. So when I got my past client came in and she's like, the Femme Club is like my Bible, I was like, I get that. And I say, like, literally to this week, 2 days ago, what are we, Thursday? 2 days ago, I gave my client 2 trainings from there to go rewatch. It's one of those programs that really sets you up. As I said, it's foundational to start to master yourself as a woman. If you're a high achiever, if you're success driven, to master yourself as a woman, because the what we go through and what I'm going to be touching on now in this live is around your relationship to self, your relationship to others, your identity, your feminine and masculine energy, your abundance mindset, and manifestation 101. And all of those are kind of like the foundations into what I teach right now. But I will be opening that up for a short period of time to take as a self-paced program. So I highly recommend, if you struggle with self-sabotaging, if you struggle with having a clear direction in life, your purpose, or maybe you're like, I thought I liked that and then I didn't. And I was doing that and I failed at that, which, by the way, failure equals feedback. And I'm going to go into that. But if you keep like switching and you're not quite finding your flow in life, the Femme Club self-paced program is for you. But why do we self-sabotage? And I knew my brain would go like everywhere. So I've made a couple of notes, but this actually was in my notes. I wrote this, I've started new notes, but I'm pretty sure I wrote this in like 19. But I put here, you self-sabotage because you feel more secure in knowing what won't work than being constantly on edge, unsure if or when something will go wrong. The worry waiting game of probable, inevitable unhappiness is an awful feeling that most people feel when we're going for something. So just to kind of like bring that together, you are self-sabotaging, to put it in a nutshell, because we don't need to drag that out, because you feel more secure in knowing things won't work. That is your mindset. And that, if we were to put that under like a big heading, is fear of success. And I know I'm in alignment with sharing this and sharing this program. And if you want that, just write Femme or the Femme Club in this live, or DM me after this. It is going to be a special price for the people that are watching this live in self-paced. Like I said, still to this week, I give my clients the video trainings to watch in there. But if we had to give self-sabotage a heading, is fear of success. And I just got back from an appointment, and the lady asked me, what's something that you is probably like the overarching problem you see in your clients? And straight away, fear of success. Underneath that, other fears: fear of judgment, fear of failure. Yes, those are big ones. But if you, and this is why I have created the Woman Mastery methodology as well, because having a fear of success is debilitating when you are success driven. It's debilitating when you are high achieving and you know that you are made for great things, whether you are creating a business that's going to bring you thousands and millions of dollars, whether you are working on a project in your current 9 to 5 and you're making your way up. And I said this is a side brand, but I made a TikTok about this today of, remember that it doesn't matter what your way. I think that sometimes business coaches and coaches in the industry, online business owners, can shit on people who have 9 to 5s, right? For me, it's not for me personally. However, what I read a thread on this and I thought, it doesn't matter whether you have your own business or you work a 9 to 5. The importance behind it is the intention. The importance, like what the important thing is your intention with that way that you are making money, that you are living your life. And this conversation, why I bring this in, is because it is part of the reason why I created the Femme Club. That's why it became my signature program for 2.5 years, nearly 3 years. Over 200 women have taken this course. That's how incredible it is. And that's why it was my signature, because women had no intention or purpose behind what they were doing and they felt disconnected. And so it feeds back into self-sabotaging tendencies, because you and I know that we are made for so much more. You and I know that we are made for an incredible life. You and I know that we are made to have a wealthy life, a luxurious life. Luxurious can be a designer handbag, or it can be being able to not set an alarm and not have a boss. Luxurious can mean being able to go away on the weekends with your kids and not worry about anything else. Or luxurious can be booking a business class, first class ticket to America or whatever. So that's what I want to say is, like, there's different definitions. And the first thing that I get all of my private one-on-one clients to do is define what success means to them. And so coming back to the purpose of this live video and a little bit of a mini training is understanding that your self-sabotage is truly because you feel more secure in knowing things won't work, which really is a blanket statement for the fear of success and this fear of what happens when I get what I want. Like, it's crazy, right? It's like, of course I want success. Of course I want the money or the accolades or the relationship. Of course I want the health. Of course I want the status. Why would I have a fear of it? We have a fear of it because it's change. It's different. Our nervous system isn't ready to be expanded there. And so, and we also have this fear beyond that of like, what if I'm not able to maintain that? What if I can't maintain that success? And so we self-sabotage. We create these habits and protection shields, right? And these protection shields that keep us small, that keep us confined in the box that we have put ourselves, or society has put us, or our parents have put us, or our friends, or our current relationship, or an ex-partner has put us. We confine ourselves to this box of this, I know what's happening. This is predictable. This feels safe. I know I'm meant for more, but like, I'm not going to get too closer to there. And that's why sometimes we can feel like we're working towards a big goal. And it's like, why? I feel like I know, like that feeling, right? The way that I feel it in my body and my soul is like it just feels so exciting. It feels like when you tap into like, I know I'm meant to live on this level that isn't mediocre. I know that I'm meant to live on this level that is above average. And you can feel that truly in your heart space and in your body and your soul. And then it's like you look back on your life in the past 6 to 12 months, and it's like, why does it feel like I've tried so hard and I'm doing all of the right things, yet I feel like I haven't made any progress, or I'm no closer, or my results don't make sense? That is a clear indication of self-sabotaging. That is a clear indication that something along the line in your subconscious mind has said, this is scary, this is not safe, we should avoid this, SOS. And so this is why, like, when I was like, I like coming on here and sharing this live and getting that message today and having a conversation in my appointment, I'm like, this is just all divine timing and a reminder to you that self sabotage doesn't have to be something that you're stuck in. It doesn't have to be something that you're rooted in. It doesn't have to be something that every 3 or 6 months, 12 months, you're looking back and it's like, oh my God, this is just who I am. That's an excuse. People who don't want to change, people who don't have that fire in their soul to do something big, will use the excuse, this is just how I am. This is how I'm wired. This is how I'm created. We're all created in different ways. We all have different traumas. We all have different ways of perceiving the world, but it doesn't have to be the end game. It doesn't have to be your end result. And that's what I want you to remember, is it never has to be your end result. You get to have what you desire, but you need to start to recognize, how can I fix and eliminate the habits that are destructive to my success? How can I actually build a relationship with myself so I feel like I trust myself to make decisions and to move? One of the biggest difference between someone who creates success and someone who doesn't, or is struggling, is someone who trusts themselves enough to move, to make a decision fast and to go all in and not think twice, and just know that any form of a failure equals feedback. Just knows any form of this didn't work out or this plan went to shit is just a form of, okay, cool, we tried that, tick that off, we're going to move again. Your ability to move fast will directly correlate with your ability to close the gap between who you currently are and who you want to be. And like I said, the foundational part of that is really creating a relationship with yourself, a relationship with understanding your self-sabotaging behaviors. And so if you are there and you're resonating with this, I highly, highly recommend getting into the Femme Club. It is now a self-paced program. It's something you will have lifetime access to. There are 10 plus video trainings. Like I said, I continuously share this with my current clients, and they're video trainings that, like, at this point in time, like, they were filmed a couple of years ago, but they're gold. They're gold. My clients, my high-end level clients, mentorship clients will go and they will watch them and they're like, I picked up something else. I've watched this a million times and I picked up something else already. And so, it's, if you want that, slide in. Tell me that you watched this live and you will get the price for people that have watched this live, the people that are dedicating themselves, the people that are moving fast. That's what we want. But just know that your self-sabotaging cycles, there's one thing, right? The last thing that I'm going to leave you with, there's one thing with being aware, and then the self-aware, and there's another of being consciously aware, right? Everyone speaks about, I'm so self-aware, I'm self-aware, I'm self-aware, I'm aware of what I'm doing. That means nothing. That is nothing. You can be self-aware that you're self-sabotaging. You can be self-aware, like witnessing what you're doing, the patterns you're creating, the cycles you're getting into. But what actually drives you, and this is a part of the teachings in the Femme Club, is conscious awareness. Consciously being aware of why you are doing what you're doing and how to change that, into something that's going to benefit you. Because if we're constantly doing things that aren't benefiting us, we're constantly going to be in this loops where it feels like we're trying harder to get the result. So I recommend getting into that. I also highly recommend to get more of my Woman Mastery methodology, getting into my free 5-day challenge that starts next week. It's called The Path to the Next Edge. For you that is at a certain level and you're ready to push over to the next edge, I'm going to be going all through my woman mastery methodology. So, like pairing the Femme Club program with this free challenge, chef's kiss. That's going to be like perfect for you to truly have a foundation to move into 2025 and create literally whatever type of life that you desire. So, jump into that. Message me either the Femme Club if you want that, or Edge, or free challenge, whatever's easier to remember, to into my DMs, so you are able to join that and come in and teach and like get like what I'm creating. I said this to the people that have already jumped in. What I am creating for this 5-day challenge, it really should be a paid program. And I'm going to be honest with you, it might. What I'm going to teach, like it's stuff that should be a paid program. It's going to be fire. I am sick of joining free masterclasses that's like tells you the bare minimum and they're not actionable, they're not tangible, and they're just like a waste of time. Like, let's normalize like loving what we're teaching and teach it in its full amount, right? So join that 5-day challenge. It's going to be gold, and yeah, there's so much juicy in it. But I hope this has given you some insight into like understanding that your self-sabotage, number one, can be fixed, it can be healed. Number two, it's because you've picked up all these patterns and you've put yourself, quite literally, I'm a very visual person, so if you imagine you've just put yourself in this box and the box you want to be is right there, like you have to break free. But to break free in that box, you can't keep like banging at that brick wall. You have to find a way to leap over the wall. And that's what a lot of women that I see are doing who haven't mastered themselves, is they will keep banging, banging. It's like, I'm trying, I'm trying, I'm trying, I'm trying. You need to shift something different. This is the identity work, right? Is like you need to shift something different, and that would be like leaping over the wall or grabbing a different tool. And that's part of the Femme Club of that foundation. So to kind of like wrap this up, learning more about your self-sabotage. If you feel like you have habits that you need to eliminate, if you feel like you don't have a clear path and direction in your life of where you are going, or maybe you have gotten to this point now where it's like, okay, I've done all this for the past few years, and like now I feel like I'm having a bit of a quarter life or a midlife crisis. I don't know what I'm doing. Get into the Femme Club self-paced program. Just come into my DMs or comment Femme on here. If you're watching a replay, let me know as well. Number two, get into the 5-day free challenge, the path to the next edge. Honestly, when I tell you, I know I've said this, when I tell you this should be a paid program, what I'm going to give to you for free in 5 days, it starts Monday. Go to my stories, or just you can join from there, or you can just message me. Pairing these two together are going to be absolutely magical. But you can overcome your self-sabotage. You can overcome this fear of success, of being better. You can feel, if you're watching this, if you're gravitated towards watching this, even if you're watching the replay, like just know that you are someone that is made for big things. You are someone that is made, that fire in your soul. You can create from that, but it means that you need to get out of those four walls that you've confined yourself in. Instead of banging down on that brick wall, let's find a way to leap that wall and get to where you want to be. And like I think with all of the results that I've seen inside of the Femme Club, it's just the perfect place to start. But I feel that I am going to maybe do another live around self-sabotage, and specific things. I'm not sure when, maybe tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. But want to chat about anything that I've spoken about, definitely slide into my DMs. I appreciate all of you that have joined here on Instagram, all of you that have joined here on YouTube. And I will see you all soon. And remember that if it's anything you do, really, actually, you can see like how excited I am about this, but get yourself into the 5-day free challenge. Get yourself, it starts Monday. It is something that is going to change your life. I can feel it. I can feel you're at this level. Let's push you to the next edge. Let's get to where you want to be, because it's just magical when you kind of push yourself in and expand yourself in ways you never thought possible. And that's what I'm really seeing with my clients. And so over the past 6 months, I've really refined my craft, my concepts, my frameworks, and I'm going to be bringing you so many of these concepts that I teach my private clients into this 3-day challenge, the path to the next edge. So slide into my DMs to sign up. All right. I appreciate every single one of you. I will speak to you soon. Bye, YouTube, and bye, Instagram.